If you've been following automotive news closely, then in all probability, you have already seen a lot of photos and videos of these test mules. Well, what that camouflage hides is actually the third generation Scorpio. Let me show you what it looks like. Up front is an all-new face that has mild hints of the XUV's design language. The new wrap-around headlamps have transformed the Scorpio into an angry-looking SUV. The new grille and the flatter bonnet make the nose look longer and also make the vehicle look less squarish than before. The silhouette is reminiscent of the outgoing model though, and the new bodywork retains the old doors and the roof. The rear end has a prominent applique and the new LED taillights. The signature reflectors around the windshield have been replaced with a black cladding. Now, frankly, the styling looks a little overdone to me, especially at the back there is too much bling. For example, matte black would have looked better than all this chrome. And the amount of badges on this thing, it seems like it's picking up all the wrong habits from its SsangYong siblings. Nevertheless, the LEDs and the chrome is what the market wants, and the Scorpio's new design will find a lot of takers. Another conscious move from Mahindra is the choice of a body-on-frame construction even for the new Scorpio. The new frame has a modular arrangement, making the platform flexible even for other body types. It has better torsional rigidity and aims at improving the handling characteristics of the SUV. Apart from the revised exteriors and the new frame, Mahindra has also tweaked the Scorpio's interiors. The new design is simple and clean. The cabin gets a new infotainment system and automatic climate control. The controls are more ergonomic now and the power window switches have finally moved to a conventional position on the door panels. The Scorpio's cabin was a spacious one and it's no different even in the third generation model. Now let's talk about the seat comfort. Obviously no change to the bodywork overall or to the seating arrangement. So as the older Scorpio, this one is also quite roomy. The seat is completely set back and still absolutely no room for complaints because there's enough knee room, a lot of headroom, under thigh support is really good. The seat is nice and flat, so placing 3 adults, again not a problem. There are rear AC vents as well. It's a much nicer cabin to be in as compared to the older Scorpio, but then there are some rough edges like the exposed wiring for the rear defogger or the awkwardly placed speakers. And then here you have cup holders which for some reason have a weird angle to them. I don't know why. But then like I said, compared to the older Scorpio, the cabin doesn't feel as plasticky. It has a slightly more premium feel to it, and the color combination, the greys and the blacks and the blues, it's a refreshing change, if I may say so, than the overall beige and tan and blacks that we've been seeing so far in Mahindra vehicles. So I think this is a much nicer cabin to be in. The third generation Scorpio carries over the 2.2 litre M-Hawk engine from the outgoing model. It still puts out 120 PS of power and 280 Newton meters of torque. The 5-speed manual gearbox, however, has been tweaked to be a little more smoother. The reverse gear especially, which did not slot properly on the earlier model, if I may say so, that has been fixed in the new one. Also new for the third generation model is the chassis. Now it is still a body-on-frame construction, but that frame is all new. For beginners, it is a modular construction, which means that it can be customized for different body styles. It has also allowed Mahindra to incorporate a new suspension setup, which claims to be a lot more supple, more softer in terms of ride quality as compared to the outgoing model, while at the same time giving you better handling and driving dynamics. Though Mahindra is insisting that only the door panels and the roof panel is the one that's carried over from the second generation, the body is all new, I don't think they have made much of an improvement to the overall noise insulation, because the sound coming from the engine, the diesel clatter, it all feels almost similar to the outgoing model. The new suspension components also use polymer stoppers, which means that you do not get those thudding sounds or those crashing sounds when you are tackling really bad roads. Unfortunately, however, we haven't been able to test that here because the roads that we are driving on inside the Mahindra plant and on the test track are super smooth. They say that those who are born under the Scorpio sun sign only believe in black or white. There's no room for greys. They focus on the absolute essentials. This car has a similar outlook. The Scorpio knows exactly what is expected out of it, and it has been fulfilling all those expectations rather well. That body on frame construction may seem old school right now, but that fancy top hat, that is going to give it a new lease of life. They say that the Scorpion would rather kill itself than be killed. This one looks like it's going to live on and continue to sting the competition.